Lying to Austin is just causing him more trauma in the long run when he finds out the truth. I mean, the lies can't continue forever. One day he's going to find out how everybody around him has been paid by either the ministry or Frank and Alice Sellers, the Wicked Witch of West Vancouver, because they don't want anybody around my child to be able to help him and tell him the truth. That's why he doesn't have any neutral parties around him helping him, not even his lawyer. His lawyer doesn't accept any of the evidence because it's not given to him. When I tried to call him, he hung up on me and said he couldn't speak to me. When I asked Jennifer Donnelly who's taking Austin to his lawyer appointments, oh, well, she couldn't answer that. They had no neutral person taking him to help him understand what is going on. When my son has special needs and he's being coerced into things that are illegal because they're using him as a pawn so they can try and put all the guilt on him. What do you think that's going to do to him when he's older and he realizes how he was used and he was lied to? I mean, his lawyer isn't even dealing in the truth. His lawyer's not given any of the evidence against Alice and Frank and how dangerous they are and all the lies that have been told. He can't represent Austin in a fair way to do what is best for Austin when Austin's being lied to and being forced into saying things that aren't even true. It's just the same as getting a false confession from a child. Like what they did in was it called the Manhattan Five? Those boys that were coerced into false confessions of rapes that they did not commit. This is no different. When you're forcing a child to make decisions based upon lies and say things against his mom and everybody else he's ever known in his entire life. He's being taught to hate not just me, but everybody he's ever known, because Alice doesn't want him to talk to anybody. It's not in Alice's best interest or the ministry's for Austin to know the truth. So they keep piling on the trauma of lying to my child. Do you think he's going to be thankful when he's older and he finds out that he was forced to live with a sociopath who wants to hire a hitman to kill his mom? Do you think he's going to be thankful when he sees the nasty, horrible emails that she sent me and pretending to be him, stating that he supposedly doesn't want me anymore and how much I should forget about him and all the other horrible, nasty things she said? Do you think that Austin's not going to be traumatized by that? That he was forced to live with a sociopath who was saying those horrible things and keeping his mom from him and lying on his behalf. And it's been proven that these were all written by Alice. This is not up for debate. This is the kind of horrible, despicable person my son is living with. That's a monster, not a person. Somebody who told me my whole entire life how I should kill myself, do the world a favor, do her a favor, calling me a coward because I wouldn't kill myself. And then when I try to kill myself, I get beat up and told how stupid I am. This is the sick evil that my child is forced to live in. Yet, they want to lie to my child and pretend that this is a safe place. They lied to my child when he said he doesn't want to go with the bad people who hurt his mom. No, they lied to him and told him that wasn't true and that this is a safe place for him to be. You think that he's going to really agree with you people? When he's older, you think he's really going to say that he didn't witness violence all the time? Witness her lies? You think that he's not going to say that he was hit? Or that he wasn't hit? I don't know. Did I say that right? You know what I'm trying to say. Of course he's going to say that he was beat up. Of course he's going to say that he was lied to about his mom and that he heard horrible things about his mom that aren't true and that are illegal because Alice and Frank and Tina are not allowed to speak about me to Austin at all. You think he's going to say that, oh, that never happened? That his mom wasn't trash talk to him? You think he's going to say that he was allowed to call his mom and all his friends and his family, that he chose not to? You think he's going to say that he wasn't called horrible names and told he wasn't wanted and threatened all the time how he's going to be sent to Europe if he doesn't do what he's told? I mean, this is just insane. That they're letting my child be abused like this for absolutely no reason. Just because they want to keep lying to him. I mean, what is the hope? What is the goal here? Is the goal to push Austin into being a drug addict and overdosing so that the truth never has to come out? So they don't have to admit how they've abused my child and lied to him? I mean, they've lied about every single thing that they've done. It's just so disgusting. Like, honestly, like, what is the end goal here? Do they really think that Austin's going to be that stupid and that brainwashed forever that he's never going to seek out the truth? That he's never going to find his voice and speak up? Or are they just keeping him that drugged so that he doesn't understand a thing? Is he really that drugged up that he can't do anything? I mean, the brainwashing only works for so long until you begin to process that the environment you're living in is abusive and not normal. I mean, that's what they would always say about me. I don't know what happened to her. She used to be such a sweet and nice little kid. What happened? Oh, I grew up and I started processing the fact that I lived in an abusive hell. That when I go to friends' houses and see that they were not treated the same way I was, and that this environment was a war zone, and I started standing up for myself and fighting back. You know what they did? When I would fight back, they would stand there and laugh at me and call me crazy for wanting to call the cops on them. And that's how fucked up brainwashing is from abuse, is that you believe it, and so you don't call the cops. You feel this sick kind of like loyalty or something that you don't cross that line. And then you also have all the brainwashing in you of how you're not going to be believed because you're just a stupid kid. Nobody listens to what kids say. And that compounded with all the people that you have tried to get help from who don't help you, and then just turn around and get you beat up more because Alice finds out you said something horrible against her. Honestly believe that my child is not living in an abusive environment. They don't believe that at all. They just want to keep continuing with their lies so that they don't have to answer for what they've done. Sooner or later, a beat dog bites back.